The Boerland Kamerade Angus Kettle Society had its 4th kettle auction this year. Money raised from the event will be used for educational initiatives for farm workers' children. One of the initiatives which benefited from this year's auction is the Anna Foundation on the Rustenberg wine estate. The Anna Foundation runs an after-school club in Rustenberg for farm laborers' children. Their after-school program is called the 3 R's: reading, running, and writing. The Anna Foundation aims to equip these children with skills for lifelong learning.
In 2005, I started the Anna Foundation to work with farm communities, and we work with the farm laborers, the workers' children, and we have educational and life skills and sports programs we do with these children. We decided to work on the farm specifically because we feel this is an underserved community. These children get dropped off from school on the farms in the afternoon, and there's very little for them to do, and we wanted to provide them with stimulation in the afternoons.
The reason we felt that having Anna Foundation on the farm and allowing them to operate from the farm was the fact that we often look for things to add to the value of our staff's lives. You know, they work hard every day, all day, but often the kids needed extra stimulation in the afternoons, after school. You know, someone to explain the homework to them, someone just to make them understand what they actually went through during that day of school. And, you know, they don't really come as a cost to us. We have the facilities, they don't get in our way, they contribute to the quality of lives of our people, and it runs seamlessly.
We've seen the good work of the Anna Foundation, and we have a lot of faith in the way that they apply the funds. We feel they're very professional, they record and deal with everything quite properly. It will create a feeling of well-being and happiness, which will lead to productivity of the parents, and also it will hopefully encourage them to become more interested in agriculture, and we're hoping that socially and economically that they will remain on the land rather than be driven towards cultural centres and cities.
Children aren't selected, it's any child who lives on the farm where we have a project. So if you live on the farm, you come to the after school. It's voluntary, you don't have to come, but in almost 100% of the cases, all the children do come. It's very important for us to involve the community in the initiatives, and we do this through our sport events. For example, we just hosted soccer tournaments on all the farms, invited all the parents. They came as a family day, they brought the little children, they packed a picnic, and they got involved in the soccer tournament. And it's very important for us because it makes the children feel special that their parent is there watching them. So wherever we can, on the weekends, we involve the parents in the community to come to the projects. We also have parent meetings at least once or twice a year, where we invite all the parents to come and look at what their children are doing in the after schools.
Nadat die instichting hier is, kan nou mens sien dat die kinders het nou baie begin bal speel en hulle is baie aktiwiteit ook nou, want dit kom sekerlik maar van die een van duisend af, want dit is waar alles natuurlijk begin dit en hulle stel meer belang ook in hulle sport.
We have a program called the 3 R's, which is reading, running and writing. The reading being the educational aspect of the program, the running being the sports aspect of the program, and the writing is about life skills. So we teach the children about right me, right values. We train women from the farms to implement the program in the afternoon. These women aren't teachers. They might work in the morning in the cellar or in the vineyards, and we train them to be 3 R's teachers in the afternoon. Our project managers come out once a week, do individual training with each woman, and then monthly we also have a formal training when all the women from the farms that we train with the skills that they need to work with the children. We also have part-time teachers we employ to work on the farms at different projects.
Kinders lê baie na my hart. Het is altyd 'n bevredigende ding om met hulle te werk. Onderwys is 'n belangrike hoeksteen van die samelewing en reeds deur om deel te wees van die Anna Foundation, voel ek kan ek 'n verskil maak in kinders se lewens en ook hulle persepsie verander. Ons probeer dit so opwindend as moontlik te maak, want hulle kom van die klaskamers af in die dag en daar kry hulle nie altyd die spesiale aandag wat hulle nodig het nie. Elke kind het aandag nodig, so ons gee dit om in speletjies en opwindende maniere vir hulle. Mens kan 'n groot verskil sien in hulle houding teenoor hulle self, hulle houding teenoor hulle maats om hulle, veral met die waardes en die beginsels wat ons in hulle leer. Daar kan 'n mens 'n baie groot verskil sien, as ook vordering in hulle akademiese vlakke wat baie belangrik is.
Ek het sport geleer, klank en ek het geleer om woordjies te sê en ek het geleer om fiets te ry.
Ons het geleer hoe mense te respek en hoe om 'n goeie persoon te wees in hulle lewe. Ek geniet die funruns en die sokkerspeletjies en sovoorts.
Ek het geleer om nie onbeskoft te wees nie. Ek dink as ek groot is, dan sal ek my baie help.
We are funded by the Department of Agriculture as one of our main funders, and we have identified other areas of great need for these projects. And we would like to expand into these areas. This is more up into the Karoo, where we've started a pilot project in Barrydale, and we'll start to look more into more rural areas further away from the cities where these children have nothing, and where we can really expand the project to offer the same services to these communities.
I definitely would advise other commercial farmers to get involved with something like the Anna Foundation. And the government has got a big desire to get kids educated, and if farmers can play a role with the kids that are growing up in their community, so much better.
For us, self-worth is very important. We believe if a child has self-worth and self-esteem, that they can go anywhere they would like in their lives. Without that, you can't better your self-education, you can't be to your full potential if you don't have self-worth. So that's really the principle we base everything we do on. We want to build a child's self-confidence.